My name is Lee. I am a soldier of the Frankish army, a paladin under my lord, Duke Mimic of Saxony. I have been hand-selected as the protector of the crown. Since I was a boy, I've always wanted to be a hero, but that dream died on the battlefield. After all, a hero would have saved his comrades. Some say failure is the greatest teacher, but I say it is the cruelest of masters. I was sent by the king to accompany a regiment primarily made up of Neustrian soldiers. We were to support our allies of Bloodhold against the ferocious knights of Valandia, both hated and feared throughout our region. But in the end, no weapon could match Valandian steel. No mount held a candle to the power of a Valandian steed. But most of all, no man stood victorious in the face of Valandian's most elite. Not even I. Not even I. I should have died on that battlefield. I fell like any other common soldier did, and yet I awoke, injured, but alive. I was amongst the very few which God chose to spare. I returned to my lands in defeat. However, the king received me warmly. Now we gather in the king's hall as significant changes in the king's army are about to take place.
Bow before your king, boys.
Stand the ground!
Trustful, Curly, you've been in here.
Today was the birth of something new. Squire Curly of Neustria and Squire Trustful were to receive their own retinues. They would become the sworn protectors of their own lands.
Trustful of Burgundy, congratulations. You are now a knight within the Kingdom of the Franks. Congratulations.
The promotion process is often brutally painful and involves your lord stabbing you multiple times. Many die in the process.
Duke? Hello?
Here, I'll promote him.
Don't stay away from him. Lee will get promoted by his own Duke.
There we go.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Promoted! You didn't do it on my cue. Don't kill him. Okay.
Sir Jaybird, a highly ranked knight, was disappointed that they both survived the promotion, and so ordered everyone to attack them as a trial to prove their worth.
One on each side.
They're not full health.
I know, that's fine. Alright. Drop your weapons.
Unkits.
Now everyone in the stands, kill them.
I was drinking tea.
Get back here.
Which one of them ran away?
It's fucking trustful, man. Who promoted this guy tonight, bro? Who promoted this guy, man?
Both of them miraculously survived. After the promotion, one of our soldiers fired arrows upon their king, missing, but still shooting his king for fun. And so, I had to discipline him, appropriately. After the ceremony, I stayed behind with some of our more experienced soldiers to train the levies on how to fight in combat, but I was pulled midway by the king for a very interesting proposition.
And then he's gonna go for...
Hey, Lee.
Yeah?
Would you be opposed to leading Neustria until I get a new knight, just to show that your leading capabilities to become a Count Paladin?
King Gage had placed me as the acting commander of Neustria, as the previous knight had been stripped from his lands, but this wasn't just a matter of leading the retinue. This was a matter of restoring it. Neustria had lost the majority of its soldiers in battle. Many of those who remained were leaving with the now promoted Squire Curly of Vasconia. And Neustria was now left relatively poor, so this was going to be a restoration project, as I was going to have to rebuild Neustria from the ground up. This would mean finding new recruits to protect our serfs from bandits, let alone opposing factions. So I mustered the men together to give them a few words of encouragement. Gentlemen, may I have your attention? Here with me is the new Lord of Vasconia. I am speaking of an important announcement on behalf of both retinues. Make your way inside and with haste.
Okay.
Good day, gentlemen. Many of you know me as Paladin Lee. I am in service of our great Duke, Mimic, Lord of Saxony. My tasks up to now have been to both bring honor and glory to Saxony, as well as keeping the crown safe from enemy hands. Neustria has been left in disarray with not only the demotion and discharge of your former lord Javert, but also the loss of all its officers, and thus, with no leadership, the King of the Franks himself has left the task to me as acting commander, until he finds one worthy to lead this retinue. But before I explain our goals and duties in detail, I must first leave you all with a very important decision. Today is a historic day for Neustria, Vasconia, and the kingdom of the Franks as a whole. As many of you know, our new lord, Sir Curly of Vasconia, has earned his place here among the greatest of the Franks. And in that time it took him to get here, many of you have fought alongside him in more battles than you could probably count. And through your troubles and tribulations, many of you have learned to love Lord Curly. Especially now, as Neustria has been left in such disarray, many of you may look to Curly, seeing him as your Neustria. And as such, as the acting commander of Neustria, I have recognized that many of you may feel you owe your loyalty to him. Let it be known that I shall not, nor the King Charlemagne himself, oppose or stop you from joining Curly's ranks. And if you choose to ride with him, let it be known you will henceforth be honorably discharged from the service of Neustria, and will be entering the service of Vasconia. For all who desire to serve Lord Curly, please step forward. I, Paladin Lee of Saxony, acting commander, in the name of our great king, honorably discharge you from Neustria. Your oaths are now null. Lord Curly, these men wish to join your retinue. Will you take them under your banner in service of your king?
Of course, my loyal men, I welcome you to Vasconia.
Very well. Please exit the building with your lord, as you have many things to discuss. For those of you who remain, this is the beginning of the Reformation. Neustria has been reduced to a sliver of its former glory. Its future seems bleak. Some say it's non-existent, and I will admit, Neustria as of the moment has hit its lowest. Our honor has been lost. This retinue is seen in shame. Our lands are impoverished. The other retinues look down on us. To be part of this reformation is a selfless choice. Some of you may come to regret it at times, but let it be known that this is the lowest I will allow Neustria to fall. Together, we will rise again, and we will restore honor to our names. Neustria will become the next generation of the Frankish soldiers. Courage, loyalty, honor, discipline, and justice, that is your oath. Let it be known that while I may be temporary here, I expect great things from each and every one of you. I welcome you all to the ranks of Neustria. You are all dismissed.
And so, I am now recruiting new soldiers to become the next great generation. Now is the time to prepare for the next attack. The Knights of Landia are stronger than ever. Bandits plague our lands. If I fail in my task to restore Neustria, I'm afraid our fate may be cast into the dark. If you're interested in joining our clan, I'll have a link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.